Chelsea, you've got a good record against the top sides this season, and you've got to play a lot of the top sides here between now and the end of the season.
Yeah, we have. We've been obviously away to Anfield, City and Arsenal, picked points up and could quite easily have nicked the one against City, late goal by James Milner, and obviously the one at Arsenal as well. But now we've got them all to play at the KC. Some big games coming up, hopefully we can pick some points up along the way.
Obviously, they've got so many quality attacking players. How big a challenge is that for you as a defender?
It's a massive challenge playing against all the top teams because offensively they're so good. The attack with pace, and they've got the quality as well. So as a defensive unit, you've got to be ready and you've got to be at top of your game. But certainly as a team, it starts from the top.
Are these the games you look forward to when maybe there's a little bit less pressure, less expectation?
I look forward to every game. Playing football, it's when you wake up morning a game, you're coming in and you're preparing, and you've got to do everything you can to prepare as well as you can and go out there and perform, and it'll be no different on Sunday.
One of the talking points from last week was the yellow card for Alex Bruce. You got booked as well, and a lot of the Leicester players were surrounding the referee and trying to influence him and get a red card. What do you make of that? Because they're trying to stamp it out. Has it been communicated to you this week?
Well, I've certainly watched it because Hull City as a football club has been charged for the incident. I think it's very harsh. Alex has made the tackle. He's got up to try and defend himself. And Leicester players have surrounded the referee, maybe trying to influence the decision what card it was for Alex. And for me personally, I don't think it was a yellow card. I think it's so hard for referees, but also as players, when the other team's doing that, you're not going to stand back and let one of your mates take it on his own. You've got to get in and sort of try. And as captain on the day, I tried to calm things down, and I don't think our players reacted really aggressively. And I just think it's disappointing that Hull City as a club have been charged for the incident.
Has the manager had a word in terms of the future about surrounding referees?
Yeah, I think as players we know the incidents and we know what you can and can't do. Sometimes the game gets heated at times, and obviously I'd had a yellow card 5 minutes before. So incidents do happen, and you will have a reaction. It's a passionate game, and two teams that are fighting for survival, and I don't think it was a major incident last week.
Europe, Everton crashed out last night, so we've got no representation. Having played in these top European competitions, can you put your finger on why this season it's been such a struggle?
No, I can't. Obviously, having my experiences with Spurs in Europe, anywhere you go is tough games. And you say the team's going out in the Champions League, it's a massive disappointment for English football. And being a fan of English football, and you watch every Champions League game, you watch the Europa League games, you want to see English teams in them, and that's it. It's just this season an English team hasn't made the quarter-finals, but still for me the Premier League is the best league in the world. You've got everything, you've got the quality, you've got the passion, and week in, week out, anyone can beat a top team from the bottom team.
Does the intensity of the Premier League though make it more difficult to then play games in Europe?
Maybe, yeah. Like I said, whether you're a top team, you look at the game last week, Burnley, Man City. Every game is a fight, it's a battle, and you have to be at the top of your game every week, and maybe it is taking its toll, yeah.
And finally from me, Harry Kane's been called up into the England squad, someone you'll know well. What are his qualities, and are you pleased to see him get the call? Yeah,
massive congratulations to Harry. He'll be excited, he'll be nervous, but one thing for sure, he'll go there and he'll express himself like he has done this season on the big stage. He deserves to be in there, and he certainly led Spurs front line fantastically, and he'll go there and do the same.
Has he surprised you with his progress?
I think every young player going into a first team, how quickly he's done it. I've always known he's a finisher. When he played in the youth team, the reserves, you'd always know if they won 4-0, Harry would get a hat-trick without a shadow of a doubt. But just how quickly he has broke onto the scene and how quickly he's lit it all up. But that's great to himself.
Do you think though he can get in that England side and stay there in the long term?
Yeah, I certainly think he can. He's playing at a top football club. And he's keeping top players out of the team there, and I'm sure he'll keep doing that.
Thank you.
When you see a result like Burnley's last week, does it have you sort of banging your head in frustration, or does it give you extra belief that there's no reason you can't do the same thing this week?
I think it's the Premier League. Like I've said, we've been away from home and picked some big points up, and now we've got them all to play at the KC. So yeah, it gives us belief, but it's about what we do. You do look at results, of course you do. There's no hiding that, and on paper that wasn't one you would look at. But credit to Burnley, that they show what the Premier League's about.
When you have a week like you've had, the club's had, they've been charged and Jelavic being out for at least 6 weeks. Is there a danger of doubts creeping in about whether it might not happen for you this season?
No, definitely not. That's one thing we don't have at this football club. We've got a spirit and a fight, and we've certainly shown that in recent weeks. I've always said it's fine margins, and unfortunately in recent weeks we just haven't. The Sunderland game, after being 1-0 up, it was a game that I thought we performed really well. We should have won the football match. We go to Leicester away from home and down to 10 men after 70 minutes. But we showed the grit and determination to hold on. And at the end of the day, that point may be valuable come the end of the season.
Jelavic obviously is a bloke, but gives another chance to Hernandez to prove himself. What have you made of his period? Coming in and getting used to the culture and the style of play.
Yeah, losing any player is a massive blow. Yella's been playing through the pain barrier. He's one of them players that wants to play every week. He wants to help the team and the football club, like every player. But unfortunately, he's going to be out for a while. But it gives a chance for someone else. Hernandez, Aluko, whoever it may be, gets a chance. When you're not playing, you're always itching to get on the pitch and show what you can do. So whoever it is on Sunday, they'll be looking forward to it and wanting to go out and impress.